Alright, hello everyone, this is T-Bone. I wanted to show you guys some things that can go wrong on the Duratec 2.3 Rangers between 2001 and a half, when they switched over to it, to 2003, which is the last year they had stuff like the intake resonators. I think they removed this one, and then in the later years they removed this one too. So we're going to start off on one side that I do know of. And if you can see down there, probably not, there's the first sensor. That's your steering sensor. Basically it tells your computer how much pressure there is. All the way back down there you have your IMRC at the bottom. I actually replaced this tube not too long ago, it's brand new. And then there's still sensors I don't know about. If you can see right there, that's the top portion. It looks like a drum. It looks like it would be an EGR. That's the other half of the IMRC. You have your throttle position, your map, your idle air controller, your coolant, your head sensor up there. Your coolant sensor is actually back there where it leaves the block. You'll have this. This is the I don't know exactly what this controls, but this is a vacuum leak. I tied it off because I'm not doing anything with that for a little while. I would assume that's what controls the heat and stuff, but I haven't had a problem. There's a sensor for your wipers down there, and then if I remember correctly, there's a sensor under the actual coolant reservoir. MAF is stock. That's all I could really think about at the moment. I don't know about anyone else's trucks older than 2002, but this truck, for the life of me, I couldn't start it for the life of me because this had no coolant in it. I tried to move it like 10-15 feet. At the base of the engine, way down low by the pulley where the crank would hook up, I forget what it's called, there's a sensor called the crank position sensor. You can actually sound and play with your timing just a little bit. I put a bracket on it so I could slide it a little bit further, and I got my timings up to where at a good amount of throttle, it's at 37 degrees advance, and then at idle it's about 12-15 degrees advance. It helps fuel economy and everything because we're not boosted or anything. There's a lot of science that goes into it. It's probably going to be different for your motor. It depends on how it was ran. I'm trying to think of any other sensors, like there's a sensor down there which relies off vacuum. That's for your fuel. At a later date, I'm going to delete the EGR itself completely. Right now I just have it unhooked because it died on me. But that's going to be when I basically rebuild the motor. Because on this motor you have to move the engine or the transmission to get to the EGR. I actually have a vacuum leak right here with my brake booster. I got to replace that soon. This is also a vacuum line for you that don't know. If that's out, you can also get lean or rich fuel mixes because vacuum leaks it's unmetered air. As you can see, my manifold is kind of cracked, so I got to replace this soon. This is my daily driver as well as my work, but I do have a list of things that I want to replace soon. First thing being this entire plastic manifold. I'm going to replace it with an aluminum one that has all the connections for vacuum, and an aluminum pipe. Probably going to vent it all the way down here, have a filter right here to keep water out, and have it sit back a little bit and have it directly come in through there because I spent a lot of the time on the highway and such. So if you're having problems and you've pulled out sensors and stuff, a good trick is unbolt your PCM. Just unplug it and plug it right back in. It's simple, it's right there, you can get to it. And that did fix a few issues for me. Like, I had a stalling problem is because one of the terminals actually started to corrode over, so I scrubbed it down. We actually had this truck up north where it rained a lot. It rained a lot up there. It was very humid at times, so some of the stuff corroded over. As you can see, there's your booster sensor. I can't think of it off the top of these. That's just giving you a general idea so far. Now, for the big thing down there is there's the thermostat down there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but that sensor basically relays data on how open it is. And I don't know how it does it, but it basically helps tell the computer how open it is, so how much fuel air it can do. One thing you could do if you wanted to unhook it was get a 2004 model year PCM, and then you can get rid of the IMRC control, and you can get rid of the thermostat, or it's not going to run right. ABS, I don't know if it was just me, but I actually had to fill this up. It was actually empty on fluid. I don't know why. Brake calipers are all good, and the drums in the back are all good. A good little trick I do with this is I'll leave it open completely, and when I bleed the system, I'll bounce between the 2 yards, that yard and right here. I'll just reverse forward it with the AC at the hottest, and then I'll park up in our yard, rev it up to like 6,000, you know, get all the hot bubbles out. That's how I bleed my system. And sometimes reseating a connection can fix some stuff. Like, I was having problems here, I reseated this and it worked perfectly fine. My AC stopped, so I actually put it in. As you can see, it's brand new, but the AC compressor is the stock one. It's just all kinds of stuff. Alright, we'll catch you guys later. Have a good day. Bye.